Hello and happy 2018. Welcome to this week's episode of the show. I'm Banks.
And I'm Elisa.
So, yep, here we are. New year. Is it going to be like New Year, New You? You have any resolutions?
I have some personal things that I'm trying to work on, but, just continue having fun and exploring and, making sure health and happiness and family come first.
Exactly. I would definitely agree with you on that one. Now, thinking back, we briefly touched on this last week. So what was your favorite moment of 2017?
Okay, so I've thought about it. And I think, honestly, one of my favorite moments was seeing Happily Ever After for the first time.
Yeah?
Yeah, I really liked it. And also, saying goodbye to Wishes was sad, but then seeing Happily Ever After, it was just, it was an amazing moment. And I really liked the fireworks.
I think for me, it's not a happy moment, but when the Great Movie Ride closed and I got to go to the Disney Parks blog meetup and we got to walk the entire track and get up close to everything, I think that was probably one of my favorite things in this past year.
That is really cool.
A great way to say goodbye to it.
Yeah, exactly. And non-theme park related, my favorite moment was getting married, of course.
Oh, of course. Mine was although it was still theme park related, was doing the gender reveal for our little boy that's coming soon at Legoland. So that was definitely another highlight from 2017.
Oh, yeah.
Let us know in the comments below what your favorite moment was from the past year, and we'll get to looking at the big news of 2017 right after this. This week's show is brought to you by MEI Travel, our preferred travel agent. For a free quote with no obligation, visit MEItravel.com.
Undercover Tourist is our recommended supplier of discount theme park and attractions tickets. Visit undercovertourist.com.
All right, so starting off in January with, unfortunately, some sad news. We'll get to happy news in a little bit. SeaWorld's most famous killer whale, Tilikum, passed away. He was estimated to be 36 years old and lived 25 years of his life at SeaWorld.
Feld Entertainment announced that its last ever Ringling Circus would be May 21st. This would be the final act after 146 years of entertainment venues. Disney
Springs announced Disney Quest will be closing July 3rd for a brand new NBA experience.
The Artagon Marketplace permanently closed its doors January 26th at a little over 2 years of operation.
But with all of these closings, there was very good news as well. Universal Orlando announced that Volcano Bay would open on May 25th.
Over at Disneyland, the Fast Pass service was expanded with Max Pass, a new way to get Fast Passes on the go and have Photo Pass included.
While back in Florida, Lego Ninjago World officially opened with a brand new ride and interactive elements.
Then at Disney Springs, the Planet Hollywood Observatory reopened its doors after a lengthy refurbishment.
It's always these year review episodes that really tell me how much stuff happened this past year, and I didn't realize how much closings or announcing of closings happened.
I know, and it's only the beginning.
At the beginning. It's a new year, new us. We're closing all this.
Yeah, exactly. But with closings are the announcements.
Yes.
And Volcano Bay was a huge announcement to finally get a date. That was exciting. I tried Planet Hollywood pretty soon after it opened. I didn't have a good experience, but hopefully it's better now.
I've been back there more recently, and I've actually had good experiences there. And the chicken with the breakfast cereal crunch on it. It's breaded with Captain Crunch.
Well, that was the old Planet Hollywood had that too.
Yeah, but the new one has it too.
Yeah.
I didn't know the old one had it. Well, still, that was there, and that's excellent. I love that. I'm getting excited about reminiscing. So let's move into
February. Disney announced plans to buy full ownership of Disneyland Paris.
Wish's nighttime spectacular fireworks were given an end date, and the new Happily Ever After fireworks were announced with an opening date of May 12th.
The Rivers of Light finally opened February 17th after numerous refurbishments and date changes to the nighttime show at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Well, yeah, so Rivers of Light finally opened up after all that time, and I still don't feel like it was good.
Yeah. Rivers of Light is a very beautiful show. It's very nice. It's very pretty.
I agree with that.
It has a big space, so a lot of people can view it. Nice place to sit down for a while, but yeah, it's okay. It's
a very beautiful showcase.
Exactly.
Not much going on in terms of a narrative.
Yeah.
I mean, there is one there, but music's, whatever. That's pretty much all that happened. So let's move on to March. It brought us a new version of the Atlantis ride at SeaWorld, and with it, a removal of the evil mermaids and scary theming to the attraction.
Then Cars 3 hit the road, taking life-size models of Lightning McQueen, Jackson Storm, and Cruz Ramirez for a nationwide tour before the premiere of the film.
Cirque du Soleil announced that the La Nuba show at Disney Springs would have its final performance on December 31st.
Then soft openings and team member previews offered a first glimpse at Race Through New York starring Jimmy Jimmy Fallon at Universal Orlando.
The new Miss Adventure Falls water slide officially opened at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon.
Regal Point Orlando added the new 4DX Theater, which makes watching feature films just like a simulator attraction at your favorite theme park.
Our weekly YouTube live stream show, Early Night Live, premiered its first episode with Brittany and Vincent at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Roy Meets World also had its first episode where Roy attempted to visit 7 different theme parks in one day.
Disney also announced the start of mobile food ordering through the My Disney Experience app once Pandora's Satuli Canteen opened. Woo! Busy
that was
month.
A lot. Yeah.
Busy month. No, I can't remember what we just talked about. There's so much going on.
Oh my gosh. Okay. The mobile food ordering is one of the best things that Disney could have ever done.
Right?
It is so nice.
I've used it so... I think that's the only way I go to the quick service now.
It's the only way to go. It's the only way to go. Especially during the holidays when it's super crowded. Like, literally, we would... the place at Magic Kingdom, what's it called? The big the food place.
The
Cosmic Rays. Thank
yes.
you. There, like, we found a table, we sat down, we ordered our food, and it was ready. We didn't even have to wait in line. It was so wonderful.
Yes. Definitely do a mobile ordering if you have done it yet.
Yeah,
so.
and Roy Meets World, Early Night Live, great additions to Attractions
love those
Magazine.
shows so much. Love all of our shows, but yeah, definitely check those out if you haven't.
Let's move on to April. Yes. Open new doors, literally, as we went past the fences into Pandora, the world of Avatar, for a sneak peek look at the new land.
Over in Disneyland, Johnny Depp dressed up as Jack Sparrow to surprise guests aboard Pirates of the Caribbean.
BB-8 began doing meet and greets at Launch Bay and Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Christmas was announced for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Orlando, complete with a new nighttime show, decorations, and food offerings.
The Polite Pig barbecue joint and bourbon bar opened up in the town center area of Disney Springs.
Legoland Beach Retreat opened with 83 beach bungalows.
Then SeaWorld Orlando announced Infinity Falls, a new river adventure attraction set to open this summer.
We went and got to stay at the beach retreat at Legoland, and it's a really great hotel. I loved it. It's a great addition to their lineup.
Yeah, definitely a good place like for children.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, lots to do there. Playgrounds in every little alcove. Lots of a sand beach, a pool, of course. Yeah, kids would have a blast there for sure.
I definitely was starstruck when I got to meet BB-8 at Hollywood Studios. I think it's really cute, and you can hug him, and he talks to you, and I just think it was adorable.
Yes, agree.
Need help planning your next vacation? Then check out MEI Travel. Our experts can help make vacation magic that is just right for you, your family, and your budget. Whether it's Walt Disney World, Universal Orlando, a cruise, or other destinations, a free quote is waiting for you at MEItravel.com.
We are taking you from coast to coast in our winter 2017-2018 issue. Get an in-depth look at Epcot's newest festival, the International Festival of the Arts. The Guardians of the Galaxy are breaking out of their new ride at Disney California Adventure. See how the new Topgolf Orlando offers a quick, unique way to play a game of golf. Plus the latest news, rumors, and more packed into every issue. Get your copy and subscribe today at attractionsmagazine.com in print or digital in our app on Nook and Kindle.
All right, so May was full of premieres and new openings, including surprise ones like the projection show Disney Movie Magic at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Volcano Bay had its grand opening with the new slides, Tapu Tapu bands, and virtual queues.
Pandora, the World of Avatar, opened as well, featuring Na'vi, River Journey, and Flight of Passage.
2 new eateries, Jaleo and Wine Bar George, were announced for Disney Springs, with openings expected later this year.
Sesame Street and SeaWorld teamed up again, this time to announce a new Sesame Place area coming to Orlando sometime around 2021.
The Happily Ever After show premiered at the Magic Kingdom with all new projections, lasers, and fireworks.
We know how you felt about the Happily Ever After show.
I know, and in May is my birth month, so it was a great birthday month for me. And going to all the openings, well, I did not go to the opening of Volcano Bay.
No.
But I went pretty soon after, and it's a beautiful park. That was, I mean, huge. Having the virtual queues for the water parks, that's a first for all of us. And
they had hiccups at first, but now I feel like nowadays they've kind of ironed that out, and it's a much more smooth process.
Exactly.
I was there, we were all there because they opened Pandora and Volcano Bay the same weekend, so we were split up, and I was at Volcano Bay, and then I did Pandora previews and stuff, and just everything. That was the big month for 2017.
Exactly. The Pandora preview, again, like I said last week, getting to go to the pass holder preview was amazing because it was just so not crowded, and just to be able to see the land without people everywhere was the best way to do it.
Definitely, definitely.
Moving on to June comes along, and Universal Orlando announced a new ride, Fast and the Furious Supercharged, will be coming to Universal Studios this coming spring.
While Universal Hollywood announced their Shrek 40 attraction would be replaced by a new Kung Fu Panda show.
Fun Spot and Kissimmee opened their brand new Mind Blower roller coaster, the first wooden coaster in Florida to do an inversion.
SeaWorld Orlando reopened the Kraken roller coaster as Kraken Unleashed with a new virtual reality option and virtual queue.
The Themed Entertainment Association released their attendance numbers for parks worldwide, making Magic Kingdom the #1 park in the world again with over 20 million visitors.
Now, I still have yet to do Kraken Unleashed. It's just because like the harnesses, they kind of made them smaller, so I can't get into them. But I've heard some mixed emotions about that.
I haven't rode either. It kind of intimidates me. I feel like one day I'll do it. I mean, I liked Kraken before it had VR, and, you know, trying the VR over at Fun Spot, you know, it was actually really cool. So I feel like it would be really nice.
Yeah, I've heard the VR is actually excellent on there. It's just the loading times still to this day are kind of slower because of that, because they have to clean the stuff off.
Sure, that makes sense.
Regardless of that, the Mind Blower, I really enjoyed that.
Oh my gosh, that ride was intense. Like, way more intense than I thought it was going to be, and it kind of shook me around and made my brain jumble. But if you like wooden coasters, it's a good one with that inversion.
Definitely go check that out. Now, let's talk about July. It was jam-packed with announcements, especially from Disney's D23 Expo. The first of those being that Star Wars Land in Disneyland and Hollywood Studios would officially be named Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
We were also told that the Great Movie Ride would permanently close to be replaced by the first ever ride based on Mickey Mouse, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Then the Tron Light Cycle Power Run was announced for Magic Kingdom's Tomorrowland, expected to open sometime before the park's 50th anniversary.
A Ratatouille attraction was announced for Epcot, featuring trackless vehicles and a new area in the France Pavilion.
Also coming to Epcot will be a Guardians of the Galaxy ride, which will replace Ellen's Energy Adventure.
Nearby at Mission Space, an updated set of Mission was announced, along with a restaurant to come later in the future.
Minivans, a new ride-sharing service, debuted at Walt Disney World, offering guests chauffeured rides around on Walt Disney World property.
A brand new Disney Vacation Club hotel, the Riviera, was announced for Walt Disney World.
Disney Skyliner, a brand new gondola transportation service, was also announced that will connect the Riviera, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and other resorts.
Lastly, for D23, Disney announced an immersive hotel based off of Star Wars coming to Walt Disney World.
Disney Quest officially closed July 2nd after 19 years of operation.
Then Universal Orlando announced the closure of Dragon Challenge roller coaster for a new highly themed Harry Potter roller coaster experience.
So May was the big one for openings. This is a big one for announcements for the future. A
lot of announcements.
Oh my goodness, so much. And even we didn't even touch base on the new theater that's coming to Main Street that they announced as well. There's just so much going on.
Yeah, I think I'm the most excited for probably the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, probably Guardians, Tron, and Ratatouille are my top three.
Yeah, those.
I'm
all
very
three.
excited for those. I'm just excited for the future for Orlando and Disney, and there's just so much coming. Can we just hit fast forward and just get to all the openings?
We're
now?
pretty lucky. We're very
here.
Lucky.
Very lucky here. It's called job security for us.
That's true. Now, moving into August, we saw the closure of the Great Movie Ride in preparation for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Ellen's Energy Adventure also closed and had an unexpected ride evacuation to end it all. It happened right in the dinosaur scene, and guests were able to walk around and take photos.
Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters in Hong Kong Disneyland closed in preparation for a new Ant-Man attraction.
American Idol relaunched their famous singing show at Disney Springs with the first audition of the season.
Lastly, a solar eclipse occurred, and while it didn't do too much in Orlando, we did get a nice time-lapse of the parks out of it.
Yes. I talked earlier about being at the Great Movie Ride for the closing. It was definitely sad. As someone who's a huge fan of Hollywood Studios and used to work there, to have the last opening day attraction close, the first time any Disney park has lost all of its opening day attractions, it was hard, and it's still hard. But I'm have good hopes for Mickey and Minnie.
Well, I hope so too. Actually, the solar eclipse was really cool for me. I was in Universal, and I don't know, I thought it was a really cool thing. We kind of all got together and made a big event out of it, and it was just like a once in a lifetime opportunity.
It was, and we had our whole team teamed up. Like, I was at Hollywood Studios, and I think Quinn was at Animal Kingdom, and I think Theron was at Magic Kingdom, and Matt was at Epcot, so we were all getting our shots, and that was a fun video. Even though it didn't really much happen, it was still a fun video to put together.
Yeah,
definitely go check that out.
So we'll be right back to finish up the year after this message.
Skip the lines with undercover tourists, crowd calendars, touring plans, and mobile apps. Stop paying full price for your family vacation and visit Undercover Tours today.
Have you downloaded our free Attractions Magazine app? It features news articles, as well as every issue of our magazine available right in the app. Plus, catch up on all episodes of the show, and even view all of our online videos in one place. Download the app for free in the App Store today.
All right, so Hurricane Irma rained over the southeast during September, causing every major park in Orlando to close.
This hurricane left most parks generally untouched, but the Pirates Dinner Adventure received extensive damage, causing it to shut down until further notice.
Dragon Challenge in Universal Orlando closed down permanently in preparation for the new themed coaster.
The Terminator 2 3D show also closed at Universal. An unnamed attraction is expected to take its place next year.
In Disney's California Adventure, the movie Coco was celebrated with Plaza de la Familia, which included musical performances, Hispanic food offerings, and a World of Coco exhibit. Then
Grand Avenue and the Baseline Tap House opened at Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, you got to stay at the Disney Hotel during Irma, and you looked like a fun experience with that.
Yep, my husband and I and my parents, we were at All Star Music, and it was actually, they made it the best of it. We were allowed to bring our dog, so that was really nice for free. And honestly, we had a good time. They had the arcade was free. They had the food for us, and I'm happy I was there, like with other people, and just knowing like we had power and we were safe and everything was good. So Irma was crazy.
Interesting. It was very crazy.
It definitely, I mean, it didn't hit the parks too hard, but
like
Pirates. For me, I was so sad about Halloween Horror Nights. The
oh yes, the Academy of Villains.
Academy of Villains show changed, and that was sad because their stage got messed up, and I don't know. I hope that next year there's not some crazy hurricane to affect it.
Cross our fingers for that. But I was just last week driving by near Pirates, and it looks like they're really working hard on replacing that roof, and it looks like they have a new one going up right now. So maybe that'll come back this year. We'll have to see.
Hopefully. Now, as we went into October, David S. Pumpkins was added to the Madame Tussauds in Orlando.
Any questions? No, sorry. Universal Cinematic Spectacular closed with Universal announcing a new lagoon show coming in the future.
Walt Disney World began allowing dogs to stay in certain hotels for a fee.
A new hotel was announced for the Disneyland Resort, but it will result in the destruction of part of downtown Disney.
Toy Story Land announced a new quick service location called Woody's Lunchbox, which will serve meals and old-fashioned soda floats.
Hong Kong Disneyland began construction on numerous new projects involving Moana, Frozen, and Marvel.
And then Universal Orlando bought an additional 100 acres adjacent to the 475 they already own near the convention center. This new area is larger than all the land they currently have for their theme parks and hotels combined. No plans have been announced for it yet.
Yet being the key word there, yet. The big thing there with the Hong Kong, their huge expansion that's going on out there, that looks just going to be a lot of fun, and a brand new castle too. The first time we've ever seen a Disney park change its castle after opening.
That's huge. I mean, that is so cool. I got to go to Hong Kong Disney, back when I worked on cruise ships, and it was a really fun place, but having these expansions is going to be a very big deal for them.
Yeah,
so it's
definitely.
really, really awesome.
Yeah. Now, moving on to November, it rolled around, and with it, a new bypass lane allows guests at hotels, Disney buses, and cast members to go around the parking lot entrance at Magic Kingdom for a faster way to their destination.
Universal announced 2 new value resorts coming to the former Wet n Wild site, which closed at the start of last year.
California Adventure gave more details on Pixar Pier, a renovation of Paradise Pier coming this April.
Chosa de Margarita, a new tequila bar, opened at Epcot next to the Mexico Pavilion.
Disney Springs began a new Starbucks delivery service, taking coffee and pastries to guests all over the shopping center.
Universal Orlando opened Honk Honkers, a custom cotton candy shop in Seuss Landing.
Innovations at Epcot went back to edutainment with the opening of the interactive show Spectaculab.
Then Star Tours was updated to include a scene from The Last Jedi, as well as a look at Batuu, the planet Star Wars Galaxy Edge is based on.
Let me tell you, I'm really happy they finally did this parking bypass at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah,
we had breakfast at Ohana at the Polynesian on New Year's Day, and I'm so glad that bypass existed.
Oh my gosh, it probably made it just 10 times easier for you.
Yeah. So it's really, and they're still working on a lot of the new roadways that'll go there because they're gonna have new overpasses and things. Now, hopefully that'll finish by the end of this year, but yeah, it was definitely desperately needed.
You know what was like a surprisingly big opening was Honk Honkers.
Right?
It was like cotton candy, but popular. It's so popular.
Have you had one of those yet?
I've seen it in the making, and if you see it, that's why it's so popular, because it's literally
bigger than your head.
It's huge. It's huge, and like it's very creative. You can get cotton candy on a lollipop with sprinkles and all sorts of things.
Like M&Ms and candy stuff.
It's pretty creative.
And yeah, the flavors too can be different as well. It's just insane. I need to go and get one and see the sugar high that I get from it.
I feel like I would have to share it with a couple people, because if I couldn't eat the whole thing.
I want to see someone eat it by themselves.
Ooh.
I want to attempt to.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Moving on to December, we prepare for the new year and some new experiences. Cirque du Soleil announced they are teaming with Disney for a new show at Disney Springs, paying homage to Disney's animation history.
Gatorland opens Stompin' Gator off-road experience into the gator-infested swamplands.
The custom gear shop for Fast and Furious Supercharged opened at Universal Orlando.
A Donald Trump animatronic was added to the renovated Hall of Presidents.
At Gaylord Palms, 448 couples kissed their way into history for the most people ever to kiss under mistletoe in one location.
Then lastly, to end our year on a huge set of news, the Walt Disney Company announced they are buying 21st Century Fox. This massive merger will give Disney the rights to Avatar, X-Men, Fantastic Four, American Horror Story, and much, much more. I actually really love the Stompin' Gator attraction at Gatorland. It's such a great addition for that park. It gives them an actual attraction instead of just exhibits.
It's definitely a must-do if you go to Gatorland. It was a ton of fun. I had way more fun than I was expecting. They did a great job with that attraction.
Exactly. And it's always fun to have world records broken here in town, too.
Oh my gosh, that was so cool. I still wish that I could have went to and been a part of that.
I would have loved to do that, too. I was out of town for that. But, yeah, so there you go. 2017 in a nutshell. So let's get to some shout-outs right now.
This week's birthday shout-outs go out to Mike Britton and Ben Henderson.
Happy birthday to everyone. And now, as always, we want to thank MEI Travel, our preferred travel agent for cruises, Disney, Universal, and Adventures by Disney. For a free quote with no obligation, visit MEItravel.com.
And thanks to Undercover Tourist, our recommended supplier of discount tickets to Orlando and California attractions. For more information, visit undercovertourist.com.
Got some extra cash after this holiday season and looking for a gift that keeps on giving? Subscribe to our magazine. You can receive a full year of up-to-date news about theme parks for less than $25.
Right.
So, we got some news to talk about.
We do. We have some news that actually is in regards to our show.
Yes. We got some changes coming up starting next week. And, new year, I keep saying, new year, new you.
New year, new us, right?
So, next week, you've been seeing us doing some live stream testing every now and then the past couple months. Well, it's because we have prepared, we're making this show live. Mm-hmm. Next week, the name is changing as well. Instead of Attractions Magazine, the show, it is now the Attraction Show. Here's a look at the new graphic for that. And it's going to be live. It's going to be insane. It's going to be it's going to be hard to put together, but we hope that you will tune in and enjoy it, and then just see how we do.
Yep, with a new year, after a few years of having this sort of the same format, we want to try something different, kind of spice things up, see how it goes live, and you guys let us know how it goes as well.
Yes.
And give something new a try.
Yeah. Well, it may not be permanent. So like we're going to see how this does. We'll give it a few weeks, maybe a month, to see how it works out. We may come back to this. We want feedback. That's definitely a major factor for this. So let us know how we're doing, what we could do differently when we're doing it. It's going to be on Wednesdays now. Since Thursday is already our designated day for Early Night Live, we don't want to compete with them with live streams on the same day. So this will be next Wednesday, January 10th. I don't know if we've come up with a time yet. We don't have a time just yet.
Time TBD.
Follow all our social media channels. We'll announce everything right there. And with that, we want to thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you'll tune in again next week.
Until then, visit your local attractions, try something new, stay safe, but most of all, have
fun.